Do you ever feel like seasonal cleaning sneaks up on you? Like suddenly it's spring and then you realize you haven't cleaned the baseboards in a year? Or maybe you keep meaning to deep clean the bathroom, but it never makes the to-do list. I totally get it. That's why I created a super simple system that takes the stress out of seasonal and deep cleaning. Today, I'm walking you through 2 of my simple cleaning charts that make it easy to stay on top of the seasonal and deep cleaning without the stress or adding a bunch of extra work. So stick around to find out how you can get a copy of the charts for yourself. Hey friends, welcome back to Systematic Mama. It's so great to have you here. If you've ever printed off a giant cleaning checklist from Pinterest, you know the drill. It feels overwhelming. You either ignore it or you try to do it all in one weekend, and it's exhausting. That's why I built this into my simple homemaking system. Instead of doing one big cleaning marathon, I rotate these tasks right into my normal weekly rhythm. So no pressure, no perfection, just progress. This first chart is your seasonal rotation chart. It includes quarterly tasks like rotating the mattresses and vacuuming them, or washing the pillows and duvets, changing the toothbrushes, and decluttering the toys or supplies. And so there's a space right here for you to pick one of those at the start of each season change. So 4 times a year, so you can do those quarterly. And I've made this editable in Canva, so you can go ahead and edit those tasks if you need to make things different than I have them. But this is a great way so that you don't forget to change things like your toothbrushes. It's an easy thing to forget. And this way you can just go ahead and quickly jot down the date that you did it, and then the system just remembers for you. You don't have to try to remember it. And then I've got biannual tasks, so things that you would do every 6 months down here. And then since you're doing those twice a year, there's a time to do them in the spring and a time to do them in the fall, and you can go ahead and just record the dates that you do those. And so the beauty of this is, washing the curtains or cleaning the blinds. And my system, I clean 1 window a week. So when you clean that window, you would just add that onto that. So you're not having extra things. You're just adding this into the rhythm that you already have with the weekly system. And same with rotating the mattresses and vacuuming it. You would just pick a time that you're washing the sheets and you would just do that task. And so it maybe just add a couple of extra minutes onto when you're changing the sheets. And then annual tasks. So these are just things that you maybe want to put into your calendar. And again, you can go ahead and change these, but on here I've got cleaning the fireplace or wood stove. If you have that, you want to make sure that you're doing that once a year. And then deep cleaning the garage or storage spaces, and cleaning the gutters, servicing the HVAC, changing the smoke alarm batteries. It's a good idea to do that once a year, and I like to do that right around the time that we spring the clocks forward, and then I go ahead and jot down the time that I do that. And then inventorying pantry supplies or emergency supplies. And I like to do that once a year, usually in the fall, like September, October, so that we're ready before more of the winter season where we might, face more harsh things like, blizzards and things like that. But again, this is editable, so you can go ahead and do that. And like I said, there's space beside each task to record the date that you last did it. That way you're not guessing. You can just glance at the chart, see what's due next, and then plug it into your week when you have a little margin. So if this sounds like something that could simplify your home routines, go ahead and click that like button. It really helps more moms like you see content like this. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming systems and also freebies. Now let's talk about the second chart. This one focuses on deep cleaning tasks for the kitchen and bathroom. So if you remember when I did my weekly homemaking system in my chart, I have places on here where I'm deep cleaning bathrooms and also where I'm dusting the kitchen. And that's where this chart comes in here. So this here has a place in my home. I have 4 bathrooms. And so I've got places for each of the 4 bathrooms. And then I've got the deep cleaning tasks that I just rotate when I'm doing those bathrooms. And this is where you just want to add one thing each week when you're deep cleaning that bathroom. So I've got things like cleaning the exhaust fans, and you saw me share that in those videos. Washing shower curtains, cleaning the light fixture, washing the walls, the trim, the switch plates, and then organizing bathroom items. So sorting those, purging and organizing. And then wiping the outside and inside of the cabinets and drawers, and then cleaning the faucets, fixtures, and drains. So if you get hard water buildup, so taking time to do that. So I just add one of those tasks each time that I'm deep cleaning a bathroom, and I just rotate them. And then that way I can go ahead and check it off or write the date that I'm doing it for each of those bathrooms. And that way I don't have to try to guess or remember, oh, when did I do that last? And it's just a quick and easy way to rotate it. So again, it just adds a couple of extra minutes when you're deep cleaning that bathroom each time. And so you can go back and watch any of the videos in the Simple Homemaking system. You'll see me like clean things like a lot of times the exhaust fans in the bathrooms, because I was rotating through that at that time in those videos. And then the other thing that I've got here, when I'm dusting the kitchen, I go around and do different areas of the kitchen. And so on this lower part of the chart here, I've got spaces that I can check off when I did each of those, and I don't have to try to remember. So for one thing that I do in the kitchen for dusting is cleaning the light fixtures. And then for me, I have a buffet and open shelves. And then I've got the north wall cabinets, east wall cabinets, south wall cabinets, the island, and then my pantry inside and out. And so that way it takes the guesswork out of what did I do last. And so you can go ahead and edit that and change if your kitchen is laid out differently, or maybe you don't have a buffet or you don't have a pantry like I do. So it's editable and you can customize this to fit with how your kitchen and your bathrooms are laid out. And so just like the first chart, there's a space to record when each item was done. So no stress, there's no schedule. You just want to rotate through and check it off as life allows. So this helps me make sure nothing gets forgotten, and it saves me from having to remember it all myself. I don't have to remember the last time I did something because the system literally remembers for me. And then one thing that I don't have to worry about for myself is I do one window each week. And I don't find that I have trouble remembering which window I ended on because I can very easily tell which window looks clean and which window does not. And I start in one area of my house and I go around the whole house. And that way I, can pick right up where I left off. So I don't have a chart for that because it's easy for me to remember. I have 2 floors of my house and I just work my way around the whole house. So let me know down in the comments which area of your home you always forget to deep clean, because I bet we have a few in common. And so the best part, this system doesn't require a whole new cleaning routine. I just pick 1 or 2 of these tasks each week and then I slide them right into my regular cleaning. So while I'm already cleaning the bathroom, I might also clean the light fixture or the exhaust fan or wipe the outside of the cabinets. So there's no extra time blocked off, no big seasonal cleaning weekend, and then there's no guilt either. So this approach works especially well for busy moms, homeschoolers, or anyone just managing a full house like mine. So if you're ready to try it, just click the link in the description and you can download both charts instantly. You can print them off, then you can stick them on your clipboard. And that's what I do. I just clip them right onto my clipboard right behind my homemaking system chart. So I'll show you, I'll just put these all together, clip them onto my clipboard, and then those other charts are behind, and I can just very easily see and check off when I did it. Or if you have a homemaking binder, that works great too. You can just hole punch these and stick them in. So whatever works for you. So you'll feel more on top of your home without adding more to your plate. And if you're finding this helpful, please share it with another mom because it just might make a huge difference in helping her keep her home running smoothly. So next week, I'll be sharing the system I use for organizing the kids' chores, including how to get buy-in from your kids without the nagging. So if you want more homemaking systems like this, click right here to dive into my Simple Homemaking System playlist because it's full of easy wins that you can start using today.